Good morning. So I ended up working till almost 2 o'clock in the morning. So I didn't make a note of it last time, but I had on the some new glasses in the last video. These are my other ones. They're supposed to be mirrored, but they're only mirrored at certain points in time. So, and I guess whenever, like, I got the ones that go from light to dark transitions. So, I guess whenever it gets dark, it's mirrored better. So I may talk with them about changing out the lens and just making them like permanently like a medium tint to where they're always mirrored. So, but that's the look I'm going for. That's the look I got. I didn't bring out anything. You can see behind me, I'm completely empty today. I think I'm just going to go through and kind of clean up and make sure all the totes are empty. And, just kind of see if I can get rid of this last little bit of stuff. I mean, everything I got out there is pretty much new except for a couple little things. So, I'm just going to see what happens. And I think the day of people buying me out completely is gone. There's one other guy that I'm going to go talk to today, but I want to kind of do a quick setup and get everything, put out on table so they can see everything. And it's going to be a crazy price. Trying to figure out whether I want to try finding breakfast somewhere. This is like 3 days at the flea market. I went out there and completely forgot my drinks. So I keep having to buy other people's drinks. I should just leave a cooler in here or something. Or just have a couple of packs of tea or Propel or something like that stashed. Last night it was a political thing, but I was sitting there doing a little bit of a deep dive on comments that were made, and you see stuff, and I kind of like to know the original story. And I'm not going to talk about specifics right now, but I kind of want to, people always say, well, this study cites, or these people say. You always hear that on the news, like like 4 out of 5 doctors on the commercial, stuff like that. Well, there was one story. It was a little bit ago, probably was whenever Trump was in office. And one of the things that they did is they had this little obscure, newspaper, and they reported a fictitious story, okay? And it wasn't the fact that they, and they corrected it later, and they say, hey, this was misinformation. But the bigger news media, the bigger news organizations took that story and ran with it as if it was gospel, as if it was the absolute truth. So, and they never printed a retraction. They don't have to, if they print, or if they say that this person says, then the only person that has to do a retraction is that person. Everybody who, and they know what's going on. They do this on purpose. They have, okay, I remember there was one story in Rolling Stone that was, wildly blurred with inaccuracies. It was like, there was truth there, but it was taken either so far out of context, and I don't remember the exact story, but I remember Rolling Stone was part of it. And all the news media was just jumping on that story, saying, Rolling Stone said this, or, and that's just, it's one of the things that I've noticed they do. So whenever I see a story and it's cited by someone, I want to go back and see, who this company is that cited it, or where they get that information. But that's just like a little peek into the mind of some of the craziness that's going on. Because you always hear these stories that, you know, that cite something and it turns out to be, you know, some little whack job in the basement of his mother's house running a news blog or doing something, you know, it's or Twitter, you know. But anyway, I wasn't really trying to get into that. That's what I was doing last night, is basic searching down leads for a story that I want to work on. And I think what's probably going to happen, because I really don't, like, I am politically motivated. You know, I love this country and I love freedom. And unfortunately, just by me saying that, pigeonholes me into one particular organization or one particular group. And I guess the biggest question is, if all I'm doing is saying I love this country and I love freedom, and it pigeonholes me into a group that you don't agree with, maybe you should think about the group that you're in. If that, you know, if saying anything pro-America automatically puts you in a group, what is the other group? It's something to think about. But I was thinking about maybe making a separate channel, because I really want this to be help people. I don't want to get into a big argument or big, you know, ado about politics or race or religion or sexuality or something. I'm kind of debating about doing a second channel. While this will be the primary, you know, how I'm trying to fix my life at 46 years old, you know, which is according to, you know, I'm going to say society, you know, it's not society, but I'm just using that as a term. You know, once you get over 40, you pretty much can't just up and change careers, because there's not enough time left in your life to do anything about it. So, and I know people do it. I'm not saying it's, you know, set in stone, but I just basically just bored with my life. I really don't like where I ended up. You know, I've been doing doors for 22 years, and if I'm completely honest with myself, I haven't done anything. I mean, yeah, I've done a lot of work and I've done it, but I haven't progressed my life. I'm in the same situation I was 22 years ago. You know, and yeah, I got some hellacious stories, and, you know, I got some really wicked experiences, and, you know, I've met a lot of people along the way, and so for that aspect, yeah, you know, I got a lot from it. But, you know, when I sit there and look at my house and look at my bank account and look at my cars and look at everything, and, you know, when I started a business, I had an old Chevy van. Here it is, 22 years, and, you know, I got an old Chevy van. Living in the same house, bank account's about the same. So it's either, maybe that's where, you know, that's my station in life, that's where I'm supposed to be, is driving an old crappy van. And like, I'm not broke, don't get me wrong. You know, I have moments when I'm broke, but they're usually a few weeks, you know, and then I'm up again, and then I'm down again. And I'm not blaming on nobody. It's 100%, you know, the way I live my life. But that's what this is all about. Is me trying to change a little bit of who I am to see if I can improve on myself. Normally, people are a lot younger when they try to do this, but if anybody in my family can tell you, and if you know me, make a comment. I do not follow the rules. I do not conform to society. I blend in with society, but I don't conform with it. And I know my sister, I have broken her heart many times fucking with their kids, you know, trying to just scare the shit out of them, make it, you know, make them a little bit harder, you know, kind of get them a little bit of life lesson in there, you know, like taking them up on the roof and pretending like I'm throwing them off the roof, or, you know, little things like that when they're, I think, like 6 or 7 years old. But when the assholes in my life growing up were doing it to me, when I look back on it, that was some of the things that I remember, because, you know, they they were having fun and trying to scare me, but they also were showing me something that I didn't realize until I was much older. But yeah, it's life will knock the shit out of you even if you're careful. In fact, I was talking with a couple guys yesterday. They got a podcast. I didn't get a chance to go on it last night, but I'm gonna go look them up. But they seem like some pretty cool guys. My biggest thing right now is just with the excess in my life, getting rid of it, and then seeing about how I can have some fun with life. And I really want to teach a class on this site. You know, like maybe once a week. I got all this schoolroom stuff where I bought out a storage locker a while back. You know, where you had the little alphabet letters, and I kind of want to make like a little classroom. And which I've told a couple of people this in IRL, but I want to have a class where it's like fuckery 101. You know, just I know you know about the Karens of the world, and and Karen is a term of endearment for people who are highly motivated in their lives and only their lives. That's how I'm going to define the Karen right now. But no, there's a lot of people that are, I guess a word I could use is selfish. They're all about their life and don't care what your opinion is or, anything, that's going on in your life. So, I want to show people how to fuck with them and kind of get them riled up. And it's all to a means, to an end, to where you can maybe profit from it. If worst comes to worst, you'll have one hell of a story. But I'm going to show ways that you can legally, I'm trying to use my words here, so I'm not saying the wrong thing or saying it out of context, but where you can fuck with someone to kind of, without explaining it, kind of show their faults a little bit better to let people see who people really are, if that makes any sense. So, but yeah, I got this little thing, and it's all about making room in my warehouse. That's the biggest. Once I have some room, and that's what next week's going to be about, is making room. But once I get that, then I can do a little bit more and set up some stuff, because right now, I have a hard time walking around my warehouse, and it's a big warehouse, so that's part of the reason why I emptied the truck out, because this afternoon I'm going to go to that one storage unit that I partially emptied out. I'm going to go ahead and clean that out on the way back and get that ready to go. And so I figure we got 2-3 weeks left of September, I think it's, I don't even. Oh, this is probably illegal. So yeah, we got 3 weeks left. So I would say by the end of September, I should have the front of my warehouse emptied out. I should have a little area set aside to where I could be posting things on Facebook Marketplace and selling. And then, actually, that's the only goal I really want to do. I know I'm going to, Wednesday, taking a whole trailer load of stuff up to the flea market. I mean, a stacked trailer. All the little pieces of furniture, everything, I'm taking it all up there. Holy cow. I'm sitting there looking at my phone, recording myself and driving. I only looked at my phone to look at the calendar of the month to see how many weeks, but I'm glad that the noise that I hear doesn't go through to the camera, which this truck leaks through the roof. Like there's a little spot right here where they got a little center console on the top, and it drips down into the cup holder. And then somewhere in the back, I heard it, I haven't found it, but I heard it drip down. There's a spot back there where it drips. But there'll be like a little splash of water, probably like a shot glass full. They did blue, and it's done. Yeah, custom sound effects. But yeah, today is kind of a lackadaisical day. And that's a word, right? I'm making it a word. So, just getting everything cleaned up, and I'm thinking for whatever I sell or whatever I don't sell, I mean, I got $400 or $500 worth of stuff easy. I mean, I got more than that, but I'm thinking like $200 for today. $200. So with the displays, I want to get a little bit more than that, but I don't know. If someone buy it all. And I was looking at something. There is one thing I gotta fix about my the booth out there. Is I got the bookcase up front, and I need to move the bookcase. I gotta move that hole where the toys and everything is. I gotta move that forward and move the bookcase back. So that's something I want to do. Because I was sitting there looking at it, and I was like, why am I advertising dollar books when I can have a table up there and advertise hundreds of dollars worth of stuff? So. But whenever I was putting it all together, I had the bookcase there and said, I had it as a place marker, and it wasn't supposed to be permanent, but it ended up there. So, but yeah, I just got a lot of this little crap, which whenever I go on my vacation, I guess it is a vacation. Whenever I go down to South Florida, I do want to take some stuff like that to, like little items that, you know what? Oh shit, they're only like $1 a piece. I'm not going to fill my truck up with $1 a piece. I've been thinking about, like, whenever I go on a trip and sell stuff, I think jewelry might be the best thing to sell because it is lightweight. You can ask, there's pieces that you can get $20 for one piece of jewelry. Costume, of course, if you have real jewelry, you get more. But something to think about. The only bad thing, jewelry does not sell really good on the internet, so you kind of have to, that would be to load up in the van. I could have a whole bunch of glass top displays, and then just, have some tables, set them on the tables, and be done. I mean, it's very low, as far as labor of setting stuff up, there's not much labor. It's, everything stays clean because it's in the case. I really think jewelry is the best way to make money on the road. Right now, like hippie jewelry and all that kind of stuff. I mean, tie-dye is in like crazy. So I think that's something I might do. And then, this is probably the end of 2022 if the world hasn't caught on fire. And I was sitting there, I was thinking, just going through all my research, and I was thinking, having a shirt, America, the dumpster fire of the world. That's something I want to do. I really wouldn't mind, like, making custom shirts. There's this girl that's up at Pecan right now, and she has this steam press thing. I guess there's some kind of transfer paper, and then she has a Cricut machine from Walmart, and she prints out all these things and then puts them on like tumblers, puts them on just different little things for decoration stuff. And I've been thinking about going and getting some Gideon t-shirts, but the only problem with that, they do take up a lot of space, but you don't need a whole bunch of them. Just 10 colors, 4 or 5 sizes, per color. So you're looking at about about 250 shirts that you'd have to carry for like a good weekend. And then all the transfers are real small, and then you print out whatever you have to do. So just trying to think the setup on it. There's this one guy, Dana, he actually has one of them mobile clothing stores that's been converted into an RV, that would be. He has a unique opportunity because he can go to different places. He actually one of them OSHA. Is it OSHA or FEMA? He's a FEMA quick responder. And I don't know why he doesn't. I know why. He has a kid and he wants to be with his kid. But, the fact that he's a true freelancer. He just does whatever he wants to do. Lives in his RV. Stays with various people as he goes through life. But, he has this giant store of a damn building, or of a vehicle. And a lot of opportunity. Not much focus. Not much focus. A lot of opportunity. Yeah, I've known him for, we're not like buddy and, hanging out and having a beer, but he's a good guy. What in the hell? I don't even want to know. There's something in the road. I don't even want to know what it is. I know there's a shoe and some other stuff, and I don't even want to think about it. So today's a day of cleaning and organization. I know I keep repeating myself. This is just me rambling while I'm driving, and I think rambling is also a form of traveling. I don't know, I'm going to have to look that up. See, even with the glasses being dark, see, I want it to where I can have like permanent mirrors, so when I'm talking, you don't have to see me looking everywhere else and everything. And so, I was even thinking about going a little crazy because I can get the sunglasses, like I can wear the other ones normally, but whenever I'm doing videos, I can have these. But I actually seen a pair of, they weren't Ray-Bans, but they were really close to the style of Ray-Bans. And they were kind of like, not tie-dye like this, but they had a hint of multicolor in them. So I was sitting there, I was like, maybe I want to get them. Here we go. Yeah, see, you can still see through it even whenever they get dark. So I have to figure out how we can fix this. Actually, I don't have to do a damn thing. I'm just going to go over to the eye doctor. What the hell? Oh, okay. There's a lady over here throwing shit at me, but she's throwing bread out for birds. I thought she was throwing shit at me. Again, I know I've said it before, but y'all need to come out to the flea market, man. I mean, it's hard to walk through here and not find something that you can use for cheap. The one thing that's probably the biggest scam out here out of everything is the ones that come out here and sell soap and Tide, and they sell all this non-perishable like deodorant and stuff like that. That's probably the biggest scam, because you can go to Walmart and buy that shit for like 50 cents more than what you're buying it for there. And a lot of the stuff that have out here may have been out here for 8-10 months, and I know it doesn't really expire, but it ain't exactly fresh. So, and when I say scam, I'm not talking about they're breaking the law or nothing like that. That's a cool Volkswagen Bug. We got this little toy Volkswagen over there. I know it's already bought though. Man, these dealers out here are like freaking vultures. Don't lay down and play dead, because they will. Whoa. But that's how they make their money. A lot of them don't go out buying like I do, so I'm the one bringing new stuff to the market. They buy from me and then sit on it for a while to resell it for more. Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, I forgot where I was. Oh yeah, but coming out to the flea market, man, you can come out here and do people watching, because there are some characters out here. Yesterday, there were 2 black dudes walking through, and one of them was like 6'4". I mean, he was not someone that you would not notice. And yeah, full on drag. So, I mean, it's you can do some people watching out here. And then, I particularly like the more unique style of women. You know, like I am not gothic, but I prefer the mentality of gothic girls. Just, I'm going to use the word darkness, but their darkness that they have in them and their passion for what they do, I can appreciate that. You know, like I don't want to sit here and, you know, wear black fingernail polish or, you know, like I don't mind dyeing my hair, but I'm more about bright ass colors, not wearing black. But yeah, it's there's some very, very, very interesting gothic girls that walk around the flea market. And I don't know why, but they've always been out here. That's like one of the subsets that always come out here. But no, it's come out to the flea market. You know, it don't even have to be this one. Just go to a flea market. You know, these are a lot of people trying to get supplemental income, or this is their income, this is their life. You know, people put in a lot of work to, you know, get their stuff set up, and these are small businesses. I mean, these are, you know, and I'm not saying they're all good people, but they're all doing, you know, they're all trying the best they can do, and you know, come out and help out a family, help out a small business, help out someone who's actually, you know, not sitting at home and getting a check. You know, they're at least trying something other than being a leech off society. So, and this is the worst thing you can do is walk around the flea market for free. That's the worst thing that can happen. You know, you have a day, it's a little hot, a little sticky, you're going to be a little dirty, but shit, the same thing happens when you go to the beach and you don't get nothing out of the beach but sand up the crack of your ass. That's all you get at the beach. You can get that here too. Oh man. Yeah. So recap, going to clean up, thinking about making a second channel to piss off the world. I know I'm going to get hate on that one too, but I'm trying to just figure out what I want to do. It's probably going to be like once a week or once a month. It's not going to be a bunch of information, and it's going to like some of the, I got that one story that I've been working on, and I don't want to put it on this channel here just because I want this to be more about helping people than just pissing off the world. But I have no problem pissing off the world either. I've come to terms that I am not a well-liked person. I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. It does not hurt my feelings. I've been alone most of my life. I've had people in and out of my life. I've had, you know, I've had people do some really wrong stuff to me. And basically I said, this is your one chance. You know, I said, if my name comes out of your mouth again, I'm going to break your mouth. And they know me. They know I will do it. So, but I've been very fortunate. I do not have to be a violent person. I tell people all the time, I'm a pacifist. I don't like violence. I don't like guns. I don't like, you know, hunting. I don't like killing things. I don't know. But if you put me in a position where I can't be a pacifist, I'm not going to be a pacifist. But you guys have a wonderful, I'm going to post this probably late tonight. I haven't been getting back to the warehouse till late, so. And if anybody gets this far, I really do appreciate you listening to me ramble. I hope I get better at rambling so I can be more entertaining. So, but it's, I'm having fun. And I'm putting a lot of information out there that I don't know if I should be putting out. You know, I mean, who's to say that I don't piss somebody off and, you know, and they write a scathing comment in the section below and it devastates my life. You know, and I don't know how to handle anything after they make that comment. I'm so scared of that. And on that note, peace, love, money. I'm getting my ass to work.